Hello Canterbury and welcome to Canterbury Live on Wednesday the 9th of December. I'm Andrea Allen. Thank you so much for joining us. And yes, we are not too far away from our last show next Friday, and we have very special guests in the studio. We've got Solomeo. They will be here rocking it out, so it's very exciting. We'll give you some more details. And just want to let you know, you can calm down now. Kim Kardashian, Kanye have named their baby. It is Saint West. Of course it is. And you know, it's actually illegal to call your baby in New Zealand Saint. There you go, but in the States, it's all free. Rightio, happy birthday today to a wonderful dame.
You don't like me, Bond. You don't like my methods. You think I'm an accountant. A bean counter, more interested in my numbers than your instincts.
The thought had occurred to me.
Good. Because I think you're a sexist, misogynist dinosaur. A relic of the Cold War. Whose boyish charms, though wasted on me, obviously appeal to that young woman I sent out to evaluate you.
Point taken.
Not quite, 007. If you think for one moment I don't have the balls to send a man out to die, your instincts are dead wrong.
And there she is, and she's got balls, all right. Look at her there with some lobsters. She's amazing. Jane, of course, Judi Dench is a dame, English actress and author. She was stated in 2014 to say, "I'm tired of being told I'm too old to try something. I should be able to decide for myself if I can't do things and not have someone tell me I'll forget my lines or I'll trip and fall on the set." She can do whatever she wants. She's just gorgeous. Next up, 1960, Paul McCartney in a condom. How does that work? Well, himself and Pete Best were arrested in Hamburg, Germany for the arson of the grubby room they'd been staying in at a theatre. They were deported because it was so bad, there was hardly any amenities. They thought that they would stick a burning condom, nail it to a concrete wall, as you do. I mean, you know, just potentially they could have dialed 0, maybe complained to reception, but you wouldn't for a rocker, would you? No, you wouldn't. Next up, do we love Charlie Brown? Of course we do.
Snowtime, wintertime, Christmas time, the time of sugar plums, Santa Claus, and at last those lovable children from Peanuts. Enjoy a Charlie Brown Christmas. Meet Charlie Brown, Schroeder and Beethoven, Lucy, and that impudent hound, Snoopy.
Love that old animation, great cartoonist there. Charlie Brown, 1965, that movie was released. It received an Emmy and Peabody Award, and it has become an annual tradition in America. It's aired every Christmas season since 1965. Aren't you lucky? Maybe not. And it also was, I suppose, groundbreaking because it was trying to bring back the whole love of Christ and Christmas. There we go. Rightio. 1992. Sad day? Maybe not, actually. There we go, Charlie and Princess Diana. There they go, in happier days. But yes, 1992, Prime Minister John Major announced the formal separation of Princess Diana and Prince Charles, and it was explained that the royal couple were separating amicably. Well, we know that wasn't really true, don't we? But anyway, it's the 9th of December, and welcome again. Rightio. Giveaways, we have some wonderful tickets to give away for the Hoyts movies, thank you, and this wonderful painting from Ira Mitchell Kirk, $1,200 in value, and we will be announcing the winner next Wednesday, because as we said, our last show is next Friday. It is. Coming up on today's show, to budgie, smuggle or not to. Gasp, I hope there's no models here. Diana's here with some men's swimwear. Shudder, shudder, shudder. And we're out on location with Ange Stone. We're talking about work functions. There's a lot of them around. Are you behaving yourself? Have you behaved yourself? That's another story and a half. And Air Rescue Trust, they have a wonderful charity underway. And from one to another, the wonderful Ronald McDonald House. Hello team, how are we doing?
Hello.
Now we've got Zuki, don't you just love that name? So boring, Andrea, who is the house manager at Ronald McDonald House, and the wonderful CEO, Mark Matthew. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Matthew Mark, I should say. Matthew Mark
okay.
John. Actually, your Matt Mark on there.
It is, yeah, just to make it a little bit more
just
simple.
Just a little different. Christmas does not stop at Ronald McDonald House. Got exciting times coming up, haven't you, Zuki?
Very much so, yeah. And we're going to be busy this Christmas too.
Oh, yeah. So that's not a good thing to say that you're busy though, is it?
Not a good thing, but we have a lot of fun. And we're out there to just support the families in any way we can, make it as happy and as enjoyable an experience for them.
So for those that don't know, and I don't know how you would not know, the Rowan Donald House is situated in this, basically the CBD, so very close to the hospital, which is brilliant, as it should be. So do you have a few long-term, I was going to say patrons, but residents at the moment? Families, yeah.
So I mean, we're a home away from home for families while their children are going through medical care at the hospitals. And so we do have a number of long-term ones there. We have a particular family at the moment who's been with us for 9 months. So they'll see us through Christmas before heading back home again.
And where's home?
So home for them is up in Wellington.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. We would think that you're helping and assisting South Island families, but do you sometimes go over the ditch as far as Wellington?
I guess there's a little bit of blurred lines in there. It just depends on the need, I guess, for the treatment for the children.
Yeah, okay. So we need to help you around this time. So tell us about this venture that you're undergoing at the moment.
Fill the box.
Fill the box.
Yeah,
It's pretty cool. Keep it simple.
Yeah, absolutely. For families that are removed out of their normal environment and they are going through whatever challenge or struggles that they might need to, and they're going to be out of that space through Christmas time, we realise that there's a need for us to look after them on a practical level as well, and to spoil them a little bit. So we have gone out to our community and with a campaign called Fill the Box, and it's as simple as just putting a box in a workplace or a school or a different groups that are out there, and having their teams or their spheres of influence donate goods.
So how can we do it then, Zuki? How can we actually get a hold of a box and start filling it?
The boxes, we can give you a box to fill, without a doubt, or you can bring it into the house and put it in the box. So you can drop it off at the house. We've got boxes set up in the house that you can drop stuff off and put in.
Just to clarify to those at home, what are you wanting to fill it with? Is it presents, food?
It's both.
It's both.
It's both.
Well,
but brand,
So we're looking at, there's brand new gifts, and there is reason for that. There is often the children have compromised immune systems, and so there is a need for us to make sure that we protect that side of things for them.
You're
but
right.
obviously, nice to get new gifts at Christmas for these children as well.
Let's just say this now. Not second-hand gifts. It has to be brand new. Why should a child receive a second-hand gift? It must be brand new.
And then there's the practicalities of food and that sort of thing as well. So non-perishable foods. But also cash donations.
Yeah, love it.
So we're not scared to ask for that there, because we need that in order to keep our doors going and doing what we're doing.
Exactly. Well, Merry Christmas to you both. And remember, just go to the Ronald McDonald website and you can find details there, or they're right in town. It's really simple. Fill that box. Merry Christmas to you both and to your families as well.
Thank you very much.
Now, after the
Likewise.
break, Ange and I are out. Hard life, shopping, I know. We'll get there. We'll get there eventually. And I hope there's no budgie smugglers after the break. But hey, you never know. See you soon.
Here comes Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus, riding down Santa, comes Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus, riding down Santa Claus Lane. He's got a
Ange, it's that crazy time of year, work functions.
Oh, absolutely. And I think what people need to recognise and realise here is that it's still work. Okay, this is not what we wear on to a party with our partner type thing, but I think this is a time to dress up and celebrate the entire year that you've had, but not to wear anything too kind of revealing or too short or too kind of.
I know where you're going with this.
Yeah, so hey, we found this beautiful dress.
It is stunning.
Isn't it amazing? At $59.95 here in Pagani in Northlands, and it's got a lovely slip that's all connected to it. Amazing colour. It's that celebration kind of colour. Beautiful tangerine.
There's a stretch to it as well.
I know. It's gorgeous.
But remembering, going back, it is lovely, it is gorgeous, but not everyone can wear it. Think of your body shape. Is that right, Ange?
Yeah, absolutely. If you've got lumps and bumps and gorgeous pieces, be mindful, girls.
So diplomatic.
You can pop some hosiery on. That was always going to slim down. Some really good body shapers will work underneath this as well. But those that are in good shape will really, really suit this dress.
Wow, it's knockout. Walk in the room and they're all going to go, wow.
Absolutely. Now the colour of the seasons, girls, is this apricot. Is the pastels that are kind of coming through. This is just really great for that nice slimline kind of look. Little bit of texture in the fabric here.
Isn't it?
Absolutely beautiful. It's all fully lined as well, and the price tag is $69.99.
It's incredible.
I'm
There's
just-
no excuses about not dressing well.
That's exactly right. And once again, soft pink, team it up
Love
with a bit
this.
of glamster girls, put a little gold belt, gold pair of shoes, or if you don't have gold, go with your nude. Great for those who've got a full bust, and you know, and good for those that are slightly bigger through the hip as well.
So V-neck, remind us again,
Yeah.
who should wear, or who is the V-neck great for?
Those that have more of a bust.
More of a bust.
Yeah.
Okay.
It separates the bust line and gives you more shaping
love
rather
it.
than making you look too full.
And love the little wing detail on that as well.
So cute.
So cute.
So cute. Now the maxi girls, look at this. Isn't this amazing? The colour is absolutely stunning. Once again, teamed up with the gold, just gives it a bit more of a glamorous kind of look about it as well. But you know, it's long and it's not what you'd wear to the office, but to a party, yes.
Great, because barbecues are quite popular too for work functions, you
Yes,
know.
they
and,
are.
And this is a little bit glam. And
It
there's
is.
some little gold jandals or
Love it.
things like that. Good, good, good.
Absolutely. And look at this number. This is just a little wee short skirt with the overflow.
wow.
Isn't it amazing?
That is stunning.
You know, if you're going to a beautiful dinner with your work function, I think little wee jacket, little cardigan over top, this is divine. It's very
Footwear?
stylish.
Footwear?
I would put a really nice heel with this and probably keep it nude.
Okay,
nude coloured.
Can I ask you, this is
Yes.
strapless.
Yes.
What is the go with that, with bras and so
Yeah.
forth?
You need to put a strapless bra underneath it, especially if your bust line's quite full. For some girls that don't have a lot there, it does have some cups inside it, so you'll probably be well supported through there. But if you need the support, just wear a strapless bra. Don't just get your bra and put the arms down, which I see all the
I
time.
know.
Don't do that. Yeah,
Don't do
a
it.
good strapless
and
bra.
should it here.
Yeah.
But if you do have a lot up top, can maybe the strapless be not the one for you?
Well, I would stay away from it
If
because
the cup runneth over.
absolutely, you will look like you're overflowing over top. But this is really gorgeous for those that are in shape, got great legs. If you want to just add a little bit more glam to your legs, put some nude hosiery on.
I think it's stunning.
I do
It's just
too.
Beautiful. Just beautiful.
And you know, for those who are having something really casual and just want a great top to wear with your jeans or your black pants, look at this with a bit of bling up through here.
Love this.
I love the cow neck. That's really flattering in the bust line as well. Shows off the tops of your arms. Those of you who've got great arms, that is a really great, and I love the navy.
Isn't it gorgeous? And also, this is tasteful. We're covering up, but there's a little peeky boo.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a little bit sexy.
Sexy.
Yeah, without
and
being
ending
too
on
sexy.
Look at this.
I know. The jumpsuit, which is so in vogue.
It is, isn't it?
And look at the lace detailing through the waistline as well. This is really easy to wear. Pull it on. Just once again, make sure you've got the right knickers on, girls, because we don't want to
Yes.
see knicker lines. So that's when you wear a G.
Okay.
And for those of you who are a bit scared of wearing one, just go up a size. But this
Oh,
is...
that's a good tip.
Yeah, they really do work, and you don't have a big bottom seat, and we don't want to see knicker lines through something like
Hear
this.
that? So what's our lesson of the day? No knicker lines. And shed it here. And enjoy your work functions. Pagani, great choices. Well, well, well. Oh my goodness, I can't wait to get into this, Diane. You have brought in men's swimwear.
Well, I have, of a retro nature.
What did you just say? A ret?
Of a retro
I
nature.
said a retro. I was like, okay, lovely. This is going to be a whole different segment going on. Hey, let's
It
get
is.
into it because I don't want to miss any of them because
Well,
they
I'm very
are just
lucky to have a lot with the
spoiled.
original label, because when Eastgate Mall was built in 1987, there was a lovely little menswear called McGregor's Menswear, and he couldn't afford the rents in the mall, so he closed up. And being a Scotsman, charming fellow I must say, he packed them all up in boxes and stored them in his garage.
Yeah.
But of course, when the earthquakes came, it was all dislodged, and I got this wonderful feast. Of this. Now, they're all New Zealand made. That's the beauty of it.
Look at those. So they've got it's Clark Gable on there.
Yes.
I was
all
gonna
sorts
say,
of movie icons.
stars. Look at that. Look at those bevies in their little bottom. Those are lush, aren't they?
They are. Now, this is...
Love them. Love them.
And of course, they're what we call the budgie smugglers. Very light, but they were very light so that you could swim extra fast.
Oh.
And so there is a crimply number, little shorts, very
Those
short.
are funky.
Yes.
Aren't they cool?
And these are actually swimmers because they're lined, and they're original too, got the label, but they're Canterbury.
Don't we love this? Wouldn't we clever
do.
here in Canterbury? Do you
I
I could see
know.
old Gordon
Now
in those
this-
at the cricket. He'd be rocking those out.
This is
I love
when
that.
the Bry nylon came in, and it was a wonder fabric, but it took so long
It's
to
like a
dry.
nappy though.
It's very, very thick and heavy. Well, that was just...
I just had a visual then. That's
But
not
the
so
point
good.
is, if you bought a pair of those, my dear, they were going to last you till you died. Look at these.
Burn them.
Can you imagine trotting along the beach with
Look
your
at the detail
little...
on it though. So
little
these are made in Christchurch again,
Yes.
1960. That's Brie nylon. They are thick, aren't they?
Bry nylon, and this is the little faux pocket.
Is that because you didn't want to have any see-through bits? It had to be that thick, maybe, or just.
Well, I think the man-made fabric was just so wonderful. Here's a much lighter man-made fabric later on in the 70s, you see.
That's a little thinner.
And we went to those, and of course they dried out very quick. Oh, here we're back to another even older pair, and that was Coal of California, which was an American
California.
brand made here under licence. But I mean, can you imagine some guy, bronzed fellow, striding down the beach nowadays?
You wish.
You wish.
Where do you find them?
I can't remember. Probably a deceased estate. Look
Don't
at
think you're on the
those.
same beach as I've been at lately.
No,
There's nothing
no.
bronze there. These are really cool. I like these.
They're
They're a
quite
bit fun, aren't they?
stunning. And this one's got the pseudo fly and the little button over and the little logo. It was
So is
very
that,
much
is that
the
for a
look.
sports team or is that just
I don't know. That's just a
a thing?
manufacturer's logo.
Can I ask you who is buying these? Or have these been sitting on the shelf for quite a while?
Well, I had such a lot of them, and people buy them for a joke.
Oh,
Now,
for dress-ups?
one of my regular customers came, and she and a husband and 3 other couples were going on a cruise, and she bought 4 pairs of these for the men, I suppose, for
Wow.
a joke.
Now
and
look
this
at
is
this.
the
This is-
beach wear.
And I know that's a very small man, though, isn't it?
Well, they do stretch a lot, but yes.
He'd look like a whale. He's been caught. Greenpeace. If he was if he was that big, he'd be too
but
stretched.
there weren't so many fat pukus then, were there?
Oh, is that what it is?
Yes, most of the retro clothes are really small. Guys come in and they say, "We've got nothing to fit me."
Then lose some weight, love. Is what you're trying to tell them.
Oh, I
a
don't
girl
say
could wear that though. Couldn't a girl wear that?
Of course she could, and of course they all went
Might
to
have
the
to cover
beach.
something up underneath, or else it could be a bit of a hazard. But
You
anyway.
can still get these, of course, but this is made in New Zealand. It's one of the originals. That's why I bought it.
Oh, this is cool. In fact, Scotty upstairs, rural New Zealand, I could see him on a paddock with that,
With that.
on his motorbike.
I've had the black woolen singlets too. They go very well
I
for
had loves actually.
costumes.
And that's Hanes.
Yes, made under licence here, which
Tell you
is
what,
a really
Hanes are the
good
best
brand.
t-shirts because they hold their shape.
Yeah.
They're great. Okay, what
Oh,
else
that
have
was
you
a
got,
little
lovely?
infomercial for Hanes.
Yes.
Now this is your terry toweling beach cover-up.
Look, isn't that dapper? A 70s terry towel beach shirt.
Terry toweling was the real thing, and Frank Carpe, who did designs for Crown Lynn, did a whole range of
That collar.
terry towel. If you have a look at the label, that's tea cow. Remember the tea cow knitwear?
Yes.
So that would have been so expensive, but you see, it's still going strong. And my final little swan
Oh,
song.
look at this. You have to put one on for me. Go on. Go on. Oh, you could go and play bowls, couldn't you? Or do something like that. And the old orange one as well. I mean,
Yes.
that's pretty modern. It's going
That's a
through now.
modern one,
That's
but
a-
it's
yeah.
got the retro look.
That retro
That's
look.
what I have to decide. If I can't, this is a genuine original, but if I can't always get the old ones, I buy a modern thing that looks retro.
Okay, I'm just
Which
pinching
were
them.
your
I'm just grabbing these for Gordon, and I'm grabbing that for Scotty.
Yes.
And I think we've got Lovey Hayden's going away to Perth. He probably could wear those. I might give it to him. I'll buy those. I'll put him as Christmas cracker. I think he'd just look so hot in those. Be just lovely. Thank you, sweetheart. Can't wait to see what you
You're
bring out of the box
very
next week.
welcome. I thought I might do ladies swimwear.
Ooh, we might have to get someone to model it. Well, I'm sure we have some volunteers. In fact, Anna and Mercy said they'll rock them for us. Isn't that so lovely?
How lovely.
Rightio. Thank you, sweetheart. I love sharing these times with you. Rightio. After the break, we hit the air. Yes, air rescue. See you soon. Loving it.
Have the snow. And Merry Christmas without you.
Loving Elvis today. I tell you what, this is a bit lovely, isn't it, Christine? Are you a bit of a fan of Elvis?
Yes, yeah. Well, I used to love the movies when I was not showing my age now, but when I was growing up, I remember I used to fight
You're not
with
showing
my...
your age. The 12 o'clock midday, we have matinees here on a Saturday.
Oh,
and
okay.
They used
they
to
were
watch.
actually, Saturday morning in England, and I used to fight with my brothers to be able to watch the Elvis movies.
Good on you. Right, well, a big Merry Christmas to you and the team from Air Rescue, and very excited by what a great idea to get behind you. We need Christmas cards, so why not support a charity at the same time? Tell us about the design. Where did that come from?
Well, it's a patient of ours, Helen, who she actually she was caught up in an accident about a year ago, and we were just really reflecting. We're thinking, well, how, we need to raise a lot of funds coming up to the extremely busy Christmas and holiday period, but we also need to get messages out about safe driving and all of those sorts of things. So
because you see the end result of where that can go wrong.
Yeah, and Helen she did absolutely everything right. She was wearing a seatbelt. It was just one of these things that happened, and she reflected it could have happened to anyone. But the consequence was she was in a terrible accident. She's made a really good recovery, but it was her children, Jack and Sarah, that offered, and they drew us these beautiful Christmas cards. So we thought, well, why don't we make that our campaign for this holiday period? So they've done these fabulous cards.
Oh, and they're just delightful. I think we've got some shots of them actually as well. We'll bring them up on screen. But means so much more, doesn't it, with that history and someone that's actually had a personal experience with Air Rescue?
Yeah, and you'll see the message in the card from the children is, thank you, Air Rescue, for helping our mum. We are happy again now.
Oh, because it's quite cutting, isn't it?
Yeah, she was in a position where she was just sitting waiting at an intersection, and she was hit from an 11-ton truck from behind, just thrust into ongoing traffic. And suffered, horrendous injuries, but she's been on this whole road of recovery with the full, support of all of her family.
Yeah.
But just her children obviously going through that and dealing with it and everything. I think it's been a nice way. They all came out to the base as a family, and they met the crew, and it's a nice way for them to deal with it.
Well, is this one of the children here?
Yes, that's Jack there. Yeah, that's her son. So they all came out and had a look round. There he is. I think he's now interested in being a chopper pilot.
Do you know what? I haven't. After the whole World Cup with Richard McCaw, I'd say there's probably a few kids thinking probably they could be pilots as well, couldn't they?
Yes.
And her daughter.
And the daughter, yeah, Sarah. Yeah, she just really enjoyed meeting all of the crew. And we're just very conscious that it is a very busy time of year. Last year we looked, and in the 12 days of Christmas, we did 52 missions. So
it's substantial, isn't it?
It's our peak period, as it were. It costs us over $8,000 every time we actually go out in the chopper.
So $8,000 each time it goes up in the air for each call out.
Yeah.
That's a substantial amount of money, isn't it, really?
It is. It's an essential service.
Yes.
So we have a fundraising target each year of $7 million to keep flying.
Yeah. So there's a lot of cards, Christine.
It is, yes.
You need other things,
obviously. It would be wonderful if everybody in the whole of Canterbury, got some cards.
Yeah.
The idea behind the cards is that you can go onto our website, airrescue.co.nz, and order the cards. And then
the website actually will bring that up too, Christine.
Fantastic.
Yeah, airrescue.co.nz. It's great. Yep.
So you can make a donation, and then we'll send you a beautiful pack of cards, and you can send them out. Because it is a tough time, and it's like, it's the chocolates, the socks, what do you get for everybody?
Yeah.
And perhaps we were just thinking, well, this really is just such a meaningful gift, to help save a life like Helen's this holiday period.
Yeah, it's from the heart, isn't it?
Yeah, during this busy time. Yeah.
Yeah, and also we're talking about the cards and that, but a big thing also, you work with a lot of people during your year, even in your own offices. I know here we've got a big team. A simple gesture of a handwritten note and a card just speaks even more, doesn't it, really?
Yeah, and actually CTV have been one of the first to actually order some cards.
Oh, well, good.
So
That's
that is absolutely fantastic.
Well, Merry Christmas to you. Have a safe travels. You're going back home to England. Well, this is home, but going to your other home in England. So travel safe. Make sure you take all those vitamins. No bugs. You don't want to get sick when you get there. Thank you so much today. It's been a beautiful show. Tomorrow we meet the First Avenue property team. Phyllis Brown is here and more jewels with Claire from West End Jewellers. Have a fantastic Wednesday. Look forward to doing all again tomorrow.
Christ the Savior is born. Christ the Savior